Yeah, hi guys. It's Coach Marjorie B here, and I want to take you through, very quickly, a very important scanner in the JIFU family of scanners that a lot of people have been overlooking, but it's very good for, busy people who you might not have time to take trades from the JIFU Connect app, or you might not have time to, wait for your trade, maybe on the other apps like Smart Money, and then trend wave. You might not wait for hours for them to set, but you want to make some money out of the market and you want to do it very fast. Now, the Supernova is a scanner that you should be going for. So you log into your JIFU Connect app, no, your JIFU, your JIFU Live, and once you log into it, you come to where you have scanners, and then you click on Supernova Scanner. Then you come here, do a bit of housekeeping, choose your time zone. I've already chosen my time zone. I'm in Nigeria, so I go for the UTC +1, which is Lagos, and for everyone here in Nigeria. And then you choose, normally, every scanner actually has a default time frame that these developers of the scanner prefer that is used on that time frame. So for the Supernova scanner, it's 1 minute because it's actually for hyper scalping, and it's actually fast paced. And then here you have the different classes of assets, the B representing the cryptos. And when you click on the B symbol, you can come here and select the preferred crypto you want. And then here you have the E represented by the euro. So you click on that, it shows you come on the symbols, choose the same thing for the eye that looks like just the eye lines. And then where you have indices, this scanner is actually perfect for fast moving assets, like the indices, US 13 as 100, SPS 500, and then you have gold and metals, you have here oil and metals, sorry, US oil, UK oil, gold, platinum, silver, you have all those things here. So very important. Now, let's just quickly look at different components of the scanner. If I click here, I want my screen to be wider. So I click here so this can hide. And then you come here. So in this scanner, you have a different component. This is a market, comprising of these various candles that you see here. And then you have instructions to sell, instructions to buy, and then you have the star, the green star and the red star. When the green star pops up, it represents that the market is about to change direction and go bullish. Bullish also means it's buying or it's going up. And then you also have the red star that shows that the direction is changing and the market is shorting or selling or going bearish. So you have that. You also have this other EMA, they call them EMA exponential moving average lines here. But importantly, the one we are going to focus on is this orange. Is this orange or yellow? Let's call it orange. This orange line, we call it the 238. Now, this 238 is very important because it has designed in it the volume profile and volatility profile, which is something that you really need when you're using a scanner like this. So, and then of course the green or bullish candles, the green represents the bullish candles and the red represents the bearish or selling candles. So you see it, the market simply just moves up and down. Now, one other tool that you're going to have to learn, one other tool you're going to have to learn to use, is what we call the short short and long position tool. We are going to get to that shortly. Now on the right, you actually have the price bar, so it's important because you need to know where the price is so that you can carry that information and put in your MT4, MT5. So there are two ways that you can actually trade, using the Supernova scanner. The first one is when the scanner calls the instructions for you to either buy or sell, and you see it here as a sell in the red chat box and then buy in the green chat box. So this is a scanner calling and telling you you can actually take a position in the market. So it's important that when you see the sell, it always comes with this yellow candle. That's a confirmation candle that yes, you should go in for the sell. The same thing when you see the buy, you always see the yellow confirmation candle under it, confirming that you should go for the buy. This is very, very important information that you need to take note of. Now, it's important to also note that when the market breaks through this line, this yellow line, the 238 line, the market is buying and it's going up. When it breaks straight to the upside, it's buying. And then when the market breaks through this line to the downside, the market is selling. Now, this information is very, very important. When you're in a trade and then you see the green star, that is popping up and all, and maybe you're selling, you need to get out of the market. And if you're in a trade and you're selling and you see you see the red star, if you're buying and you see the red star popping and all, it means you should come out of the market. Is about to change direction. Now, importantly, when the green star is touching a line, then you should act is actually like a buy. It's actually like a buy. When this green star, one of the perfect buys is when you see the green star touching a line, is actually, oh, I changed that. Yeah, it's actually for you to buy. But I'm looking through, I'm not seeing where the green star is touching a line. And then a red star touches a line like this, very perfect, very perfect. And then a sell like here, perfect, for a sell. Now, another thing, very important. Now, we are going to look at, different scenarios. The first, I told you that there are two ways. There are two ways that you can take a trade, when this market is setting up. Now, the first one is when the scanner gives the instruction, buy or sell, which is what we've seen here in our fund. So when it tells you to sell, how do you take that trade? This is where you have the short or long position tool coming. Now, the short position tool is for when you're selling, and then the long position tool is when you're buying. It actually gives you, the risk to reward that you actually need for the trade. And for this, using this strategy of when the scanner gives you an idea to buy or sell, you target 1 to 2 risk to reward. These are things that will teach you when you're at the academy. So you see the confirmation candle, wait for that candle to close. The moment that candle closes, you place your short position tool there, and then you can go to your MT4 and then put here, how do you know the price you enter? The entry price, see where that the gray line is, that gray area, price area, that's the price you take and enter on your MT5. So now, how do you know your stop loss? Your stop loss should be above the line. And importantly, your stop loss should actually be above that candle, where that candle closed. So this is where the stop loss is. And then you drag this for a 1 to 2 RR. So you're looking at the number here. So this red area is your risk or your stop loss, and the green is actually your reward or profit. So the target is 2. You want that number to come down to 2. Yeah. So what happened? Let's look at this trade. Very, very good one. So remember that we are now seeing this because this market has happened, but then when you enter this trade, you actually only entered on the basis of, this candle here that started forming, so you entered. This trade did not even go near your stop loss at all. And what happened? The market came down. Of course, the market, even when the market is moving down, is moving up and down, and then it gave a perfect, 1 to 2 weeks to reward. So if you're using $10, for instance, for this trade, you would have made like $20. So your stop loss here is $10, your profit is $20. So now people always ask, how do I know the risk to use on my account? Now, We can use, for this scenario, you can use a uniform, a blanket way of knowing the risk to reward. Now, the blanket way is this. If your account size, if you're trading maybe 100, to $200, you're actually using like, yeah, low account size like that, then you should target, like 3 to 5%, let's just say 5% of your account size, meaning that, for every trade, you're losing $5. So 5% of your account is $5. So if you lose $5 here, you're making $5. If you put your risk as $5, then and you win this trade, you're making $10. And then if your account size is actually 500, 1,000 and above, you can afford to use, like 3%, risk to reward. So these are some of the things we also teach you: risk management, trade management. So let's see, this was like a very perfect trade idea instruction for a sell. Let's look for an instruction for a buy. And the more you use this, the easier it is for you to spot the optimal opportunities in the market. So let's use a long position tool. So this instruction was given for a buy. You wait for this candle here, the yellow candle, to close, and then you bring your long position to place here, and then you target what was the lowest, the most recent low in the market. This is the most recent low in the market. So you put it there, and then you now look for 1 to 2 risks to reward. Yeah, 1 to 2 risks to reward. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. So you see here. Now, you see this, your stop loss. Your stop loss will be in red. You go to this place where the price, where you're seeing red, you put it on your MT5. That's the platform where you take your trades in, and then come here. The entry here is in gray, and then the take profit. The take profit, you see here, this last point is in green. Is in green. Let me collapse this. Yes, is in green. You have made some money. Now, one of the things people always are worried about, especially when you've had, some other experiences, people are always asking, are you trading for me? Nobody's trading for you at JIFU. JIFU is an enabler. It gives you access to tools like this. You control your trading accounts. That's the one on your broker, your MT4, MT5. You control your money. And one of the things in Forex is when you're trading, you want to be the one in control of your money. You control when you take the trade, you control when you come out of the market and all, not like someone is doing it for you or a machine, is doing it for you. So a lot of you have lost money because of that. You take these trade ideas like this, you enter these numbers on your broker, you're seeing your profit, you like this profit, you take it out, you're in control of your money. You only pay to access, the JIFU scanners. So this is it. Let's look for, we've done 2 buys. We've done a buy, we've done a sell. That's the first strategy. So now what happens in a situation where the market does not give you, the scanner does not give you a trade idea, but then you want to trade and all? What do you do? How do you go about it? Now, this is where the second strategy, the second way to trade using Supernova Scanner comes in. That's trading when you don't see this buy or sell instruction. Okay, now we've seen how to trade, when the scanner gives instruction. Now, what do you do when the scanner does not give you any instruction? Now, we are going to use, in fact, when the scanner does not give you instructions, there are 2 different strategies you can use. Now, the first strategy is, trading using this 238 line, this or yellow orange line. It's orange, using this orange line. Now, the rule for this one is that, let me delete this. The rule for this one is that either the red star must be sitting on the EMA, or the green star must be sitting on the EMA. And, good for us, we have one example right in front of us. So this one, when the red star is sitting on the EMA, you're taking a short. a short position. So this is this. So look at this. You allow the candle, that popped up that red star. You allow the candle to close. And then you now put your short position to once that candle, the candle closes, this opens. So you put that your short position to, and then your stop loss has to be above the EMA line. It has to be above the EMA. And so it's up, this one is above the EMA and above the star. And then you're looking for this one. You're not looking for much. You're simply looking for a one to one, this 1.08, no problem. You're looking for a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So it simply means that if you're putting in, let's say, you're staking $10 as your stop loss, that means you're making $10, right? So you can see this one, it hits your 1-to-1 risk to reward and you're out. Now you might say, okay, look, the market is still going down and all. See, one of the reasons why, we have the results we are having in JIFU is because and what makes you a profitable and successful trader is the ability to discipline yourself and then, manage your risk and follow a set of rules and abide by the rules. We lose a lot when we break our rules. So if your rule is 1-to-1 risk to reward, take it. Even if the market goes 100 risk to reward, just leave it. I need to charge my device. Okay, so you just leave it. And then this star, star on the EMA line, look at it again. Look at it. So once you see this, see it here, the star on the red star on the EMA showing that we can short this market. So what happens? You wait for the candle that called that star to close, and then you put your short position tool there and then make sure that this your risk, you can put somewhere like this, and you're targeting, like I said, 1-to-1, 1-to-1 risk to reward and all. And you see, you just snipe it and you're out. Look at it. So for a buy as well, you want to have that star. I wouldn't take this one because it's not directly on the line. Your SL will be too far, so you need to be selective as well. And this is another sweet one. If you wanted to do a sell, yeah. So this is and this one, the scanner actually even called it, so let's not look at it and all. So because the scanner called it. So the same thing if you are buying, you need to, for this strategy, if you're buying, the green star has to be on the EMA line. If the green star is not on the EMA line, this one is too far, so you don't take it. You will not take it. So you need the green star to be on the EMA line before you get it. So this, I'm simply just looking for where we had a green star on the EMA line, for a buy. So if you're going to use that strategy, for a buy, the green star has to be sitting on the EMA. So I don't want this video being longer than it is. So if I don't see okay, fantastic. I found a green star on the EMA. So let's use the long position we are buying. So use the long position tool. And you see here, it's sitting right on the EMA. So what you do, this is the candle that called, the star. So wait here and put our buy around there. And then of course, the stop loss will be just somewhere below the EMA. This is very sweet, a very sweet trade. And then you target your 1-to-1 risk to reward. Did you get the 1-to-1 risk to reward? Did you get it? Yes. In fact, this is even more. Yeah, you got it and you're out. Yeah, you see there, you got it and you're out. So if you're using that strategy, I wouldn't take this because it's not sitting on the EMA. Now, the third strategy, which I like as well, is what we call the crossover strategy. Now, in that case, you might not see any, you don't need to look out for a star. Now, but you also use the EMA as a guide. So in this crossover strategy, if you're looking for a buy, the candle must have crossed this EMA line, and then it has closed above it if you're looking for a buy. And of course, that one too, we target one-to-one risk to reward. So let's use our long position tool. This is a candle that crossed over this EMA. So you place your your cursor, your long position tool at the opening of the next candle. So this is it. You place it there, and then of course your SL, your short, your stop loss, also SL, that's what we also call it, that has to be below the line. You can see here, place it at that lowest low, and then we are targeting 1-to-1 risk to reward, guys. Can you see that with this one you're out? Of course, the market, went even far. And remember, these are 1 minute candles. The market even went to 1-to-5. But guys, our rule is our rule. Stick by that rule and be consistent with it. 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and you're out, of the market. So let's look for another one. Let's look for another one. Yeah, so this crossover strategy you see here at this point, in fact, this one will be very good for that star strategy. Remember we're looking for the star. Let's do that star one again. Let's do that star one for a long. This is star right on the line, and then the candle closed there, and we are looking for a buy. You see it there. So at the opening of the next candle, and then our stop loss should just be a bit below, because once the star crosses, you're looking to buy. Once the star crosses, you're looking to buy. Let me move the market up. Yeah. So this is it. This is it at that entry, and then move this one a bit closer here to that candle where the star popped up from. And then 1-to-1, guys, remember, is 1-to-1 here. So can you see that you're out? You're out. So that's for the star. Let's see one more for the crossover strategy. Yeah, you see here for a buy, this candle here has actually crossed over and closed above the 238 line, the yellow line. So we are looking for a buy. You come here, click on allow the candle to close, click on the next, and then target your stop loss below. Target your stop loss below, and then look for 1-to-1, guys. It's 1-to-1. Did you see that? You're out. So let me look for the crossover for a sell. Crossover for a sell. Now for this, in this one, the star, this star here, that the star has come up does not mean you should enter, because you can hit this line and then bounce back up. So you wait, for it to close below this yellow line. So this is for a sell. So we are looking for the short position. Click on short position. You come here, that candle close, and good gracious, you see this was the next candle that just wicked, so let's place it here and stop. You see, this is the next candle. So this is your your stop loss is going to be at the most recent high, which was this. That's the most recent, the most recent high here was this. So your 1-to-1, in fact, this is your 1-to-1 risk to reward. And you can see that following the rules, from what the examples I've shown you so far, none of your stop loss was threatened. Like the market did not even pull back into your stop loss. This one, this candle, you waited for this candle to cross over the yellow line and come down. And then you entered, went to your MT 5, MT 4, and you picked the yellow, the gray sign for entry 3326, and then you picked the red line here, for your SL 3329.52, and then 1-to-1 risk to reward. You pick this one, and that's the green 3322. You have made 1-to-1. We have looked at 5 different examples, and these are 1 minute trade that, for so far, what we've looked at has not even gone beyond. Okay, let me see from here. This was at 1330 to when we started, all these examples to when we started, I started looking for it here, 1930. And remember, we're just looking randomly. If you look at this, we've actually looked at, over 5 opportunities. Let me also do that crossover strategy one more time. I don't want to do it. Okay, you can use it for where the star is, but that a star popped up does not mean you have to enter. You have to wait, let this break, let it cross over, let this candle, close. For this one, I'll wait for the next candle to close and then, use my short position tool on it. So short. So you come here, place it on the opening of the next candle, and then take your stop loss. These were the most recent high. And then you come here, you're looking for 1-to-1, guys. See, 1-to-1, 1-to-1. That's it. So I've shown you, the strategy you can use when the market is strategy you can use when the scanner gives you a trade idea or instructions to buy or sell. Have also shown you the EMA strategy when the star is either the red star or the green star is on the EMA like this. This is a perfect example of the star on the EMA and it closed above it. So I've shown you we can go on and on and on. You take your long position tool, place it, and then, just your SL just a bit below here, and then you do 1-to-1, guys, 1-to-1, 1-to-1. So if you're risking $10 on a single per single trade, and then you get $10 back and you look for what you do is that you can, if you're not in the academy yet, you can join. When you join the academy, for me personally, I like, if you say you're interested in Supernova, we can actually get on sessions and trade this together and all, so, and then you can also practice on your own and get the hang of it in demo while taking trade ideas from our high probability trade ideas from some of our best educators in JIFU or via the JIFU Connect app. So while you're making money from there, you're actually learning this strategy. And now, one of the things you also learn is, capital preservation. So you don't see, once a star comes in, and then you just jump into it and follow. No, you follow these rules as I've mentioned, and you can watch this video over and over again, and then so that you can understand the rules. So what in essence I've shown you is like 3 different strategies. The first strategy is when the scanner gives you the instructions to buy or sell. And then the second way has 2 strategies when the scanner does not give you instruction to buy and sell. So you're looking for the EMA plus the green or red star, EMA on the green or red star on the EMA line. That's on the 238, the yellow line, the green or red star on the yellow line, or you're looking for the crossover strategy, either crossing over above the yellow line or crossing down below the yellow line. So go through this video again and watch it, practice on your demo, and I would love to know your results in the comment section. My direct link to my WhatsApp is also in the description under this video, so you can reach me, and I'd love to actually see your results. And that's actually what will make me happy, that I took time to do this video to teach you how to use the Supernova scanner, and you're using it to get the results. So you can do your first week when you join the academy. You can use your first week, practice day by day, using demo and targets. If you're targeting five trades, scalping sessions, and you don't have to sit down at once to take all the scalps. You have a free time, even if it's, like 15 minutes free time, you have that time, you come, look out for what's setting up, take the trade, and then, you go out. It's very exciting, actually. It's very exciting. And I call this JIFU's best kept secret, because I've been here this like my fourth month, and I only see the supernova, and I didn't realize that there was a treasure like this until I've used it over the last 2 weeks and practiced it, taking live trades, practice on demo, taking live trades, and for me, it's wow. I still love one of my favorite scanners is actually the Smart Money scanner and all, but this is also a game changer for me because I have a busy schedule, so while working on my projects, and then I'm also studying, developing myself professionally. I'm still able to trade because I believe that not everyone, for some of you trying to join, you might be like, I don't want to leave my profession, I don't want to leave my business. I'm not called to be a professional for the Forex trader, but then I want to trade Forex and make money. I want to use that money to support my career. Maybe you want to go and do a master's in your field. The profit from Forex can do that for you. You want to go on a holiday, have a good lifestyle. The profit from Forex trading can do that for you. You want to give your family a better experience than what you're currently giving them. Forex trading can do that for you. And then you want to build a business or expand your investment portfolio. Trading can do that for you via the JIFU Academy. One thing I like JIFU is that the scanners are here to help, and it saved the time. Do you know what time? How long? People who are professional Forex traders know how long it would have taken, for you to do the analysis, so that you can take one entry. Professional Forex traders know that. So this is a game changer. This is a game changer. You need to just watch this video over and over again, and then I want to see your results. I want to cheer to your success. Yeah, so see you in the next video. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section. Bye.